My family. Now, Prince Harry reportedly believed that King Charles did not want to see Archie and LILIBET Diana anymore, meaning that Charles did not want to see his grandchildren anymore. After evicting Harry and Meghan from their only UK home, Frogmore Cottage. Now, my family, this is all according to Omid Scobie's memoir, Endgame. Now, my family, first of all, I have no idea if what Omid Scobie is saying is true. If Harry even said this stuff to Charles, that, Father, Pa, don't you want to see your grandchildren anymore? I have no idea if Harry asked Charles that question. I have no idea. My family, in fact, this could be Omid Scobie just, using his common sense to be like, perhaps Harry asked Charles this. Don't you want to see your grandkids anymore? Because my family, it does make sense. That will make sense. When writing a book, that will make sense. Maybe that's what Omid Scobie did. Or maybe he really got to find out that that is what Harry asked Charles. My family, who knows? My family, if Harry truly asked Charles this question, don't you want to see your grandkids anymore? If Harry truly asked Charles this question, my family, I myself would want to ask Harry, Harry, are you surprised? Are you surprised? Because my family, for me, I don't believe that Harry, or even especially Meghan, would be surprised that Charles doesn't want to see Archie, LILIBET, or Meghan. My family, for me, I don't think Meghan would be surprised. Because in the Oprah interview, Meghan told us already about her pleading with a senior member of the royal family, which I believe was Charles, to allow Harry to keep his security. Meghan said, I know you don't care about me or Archie. I know that. At the time, they only had one son. I know you don't care about me or Archie. Just let my husband keep his security. My family, Meghan said that. And based on Meghan's words, which I'm using to draw my opinion, Meghan could see that indeed Charles and the other members of the royal family did not care about Meghan or even Archie. She could see that. She could see they don't care about Meghan or Archie. And my family, clearly, we all know why. It has everything to do with Meghan and Archie being biracial. No wonder the fam does not care. So my family, King Charles put his own coronation on the same day as Archie's birthday. On the same day as Archie's birthday. He could pick any other day. He picked the day of Archie's birthday. So my family, even you, I believe you are not surprised. Because my family, I am not surprised. I myself, really, I am not surprised. And neither was Meghan. Neither is Meghan surprised. She isn't. I don't believe for 1 second Meghan is even surprised. And how do I know that? I know that because of Meghan's words in the Oprah interview. I know you don't care about me or Archie. And my family, there's only one reason why you would not care even about Archie, Harry's son. My family, it has everything to do with race. Harry, in the first episode of the Harry and Meghan documentary, he said, and I quote, hate was being stirred up against my wife and my son. Wife and son. Harry then reportedly asked Charles, don't you want to see Archie, Lilibet anymore? Meghan Howard's is, I know you don't care about me or Archie. You know, my family, I want to dissect what my family, what Harry and Meghan have said. For Meghan, it's, I know you don't care about me or Archie. For Meghan. For Prince Harry, reportedly, we have no idea if Harry even said this, my family, reportedly. He says, don't you want to see your grandkids anymore? Harry's language also is, I want my father back. I want my brother back. I want a family, not an institution. Harry's words. My family. King Charles, on the other hand, he puts his coronation on the same day as Archie's birthday. He evicts Harry and Meghan from their only UK home. My family, from their only UK home. I haven't seen Charles in real time trying anything to reach out to Archie and Lilibet. I haven't seen that happening. You know? Maybe it's happened behind the scenes. I have no idea. But my family, publicly, we haven't seen it really happening, my family. We haven't seen that really happening behind, actually in the public eye. We haven't seen that happening. Maybe behind the scenes it's happened. Because also, apparently, Omid Scobie is saying, my family, that somehow Harry and Meghan send Charles pictures of their kids, Archie, and also Lilibet, Diana, my family. Apparently, that's what Omid Scobie also says. And my family, first of all, I have no idea if this is true. I have no idea if this is true or not. This is all reportedly. But my family, I don't think by now Prince Harry should be surprised when he sees that Charles clearly doesn't care about Archie or even about Lilibet, Diana. I don't think by now Harry should be surprised. My family. He may have some good memories with Charles. That maybe he sees something that I don't see, because my family, after Diana passed away, even Harry says, I did not relish losing another parent. So clearly the guy loves his father. So even if he sees something in his father, maybe we don't see it. Maybe we all don't see it. Maybe there's some kind of good in Charles. Maybe there is. Maybe we don't see it. Maybe Harry sees it. Maybe Harry can see it that we don't see. And we can't blame Harry for seeing some good in Charles. Maybe he sees something that we all aren't able to see. And my family, if that is the case, then even despite all that, my family, even if he sees something that we don't see, that I can't see, by now, Charles' actions speaks louder than words could ever speak. His abuse of the woman that Harry loves, his actions speak louder than words. Prince Harry having to defend Meghan from Charles' insults and abuse to the point of telling Charles, don't ever speak about my wife that way. That in itself, it tells you of the person who Charles is. I mean, at this point, you can't say it's the people who are around Charles. No. Like what Harry in his memoir said about the people around Prince William who are briefing him about Meghan Markle, who clearly were lying about Meghan Markle, who were sabotaging Meghan. By now, we've all seen they did everything with the full approval and consent of their boss, their principal, Prince William, like Jason North. Same thing also, you can't say it's the people around Charles. No, it is Charles. My family. And for Meghan, we've seen Meghan's actions. For example, Meghan did not go to King Charles' coronation. My family. Miss Kobe says the Meghan is done with the Windsors. She's done. She's over that. And my family, for me, it's her actions. Meghan's actions show she's done with them. You know? Going to a red carpet, Variety Power of Women event. Those actions tell me she's done. She's moving on with her life. Meghan not attending King Charles' coronation. Those actions tells me she's done with them. My family. Meghan, whenever Harry comes to the UK, not going to the UK, that tells me Meghan is done with the Windsors. You know? Meghan going about her life in California tells me she's done with the Windsors. My family. Meghan's actions speak, you know, on Meghan's behalf. Her actions speak on Meghan's behalf. And my family, I can believe that indeed Meghan is done with the Windsors. But clearly, the Windsors are not done with Meghan, and neither are the UK tabloid press, who refuse, to my family, leave Meghan alone, who continue to target Meghan Markle. Even right now, my family, Miss Kobe's memoir Endgame. Who are they blaming that memoir on? Meghan. Not Harry. Meghan. Just like Harry's memoir Spare, UK media blamed it on Meghan. Same thing is happening right now. Even though Meghan hasn't written her own memoir, they're blaming what Harry said, what Miss Kobe said. They are blaming it on Meghan Markle, a woman who is living her life and minding her own business. You know, it's Meghan's rejection that they refuse to accept. I feel like even someone said this online. If they had seen Meghan crawling and begging for them to accept her, my family, they would love to see that. Trolls online, UK media, the farm would love to see Meghan begging for their acceptance. You know, begging them to accept her. But the fact that they're not seeing Meghan doing all that, begging Charles for acceptance, is what irritates them, is what angers them. That Meghan is not on her knees begging to be accepted by her abusers. That angers them. That feeling of being rejected, of Meghan saying no to them, that angers them. You know? And my family, for me, all I have to say is that I don't think by now, even Prince Harry himself should be surprised that Charles doesn't care about Harry's biracial family, Archie, LILIBET, Meghan. I don't think by now Harry should be surprised or even can be surprised. I don't believe that even for a second. My family, because if you have to beg someone to love your child, my family, why waste your time? Why waste your time to beg someone to love or even care about his own grandkids? You know? My family, King Charles, his actions have shown he does not care about Harry's biracial kids. He doesn't care. He can leak to every UK tabloid about how he's a sad grandpa, being unable to see his grandkids, Archie, LILIBET. He can leak to as many of them. But his actions are telling. His actions are telling. And my family, his actions speak louder than any words. His even silence, it speaks in itself. The fact he has never ever even condemned the bullying of his own son, the bullying of his grand kids, Archie, LILIBET, the lies that have been told about them. LILIBET was bullied over a name. Did Charles intervene to say stop bullying a child? No. Archie was racially abused even before he was born and after he was born. Did Charles ever intervene and say, please stop and end these attacks on Harry, Meghan, and my grandkids? Did Charles say, we condemn racism in all its forms towards my grandkids and towards Meghan? We have never ever heard that coming from Charles. Never. Not even once. So my family, the point I'm trying to make here is that my family, by now, I don't believe for a second that Prince Harry or even Meghan can be surprised that Charles doesn't want anything really to do with Archie, LILIBET, or even Harry and Meghan. Most especially, Harry's biracial family. You know? In a time and time again, we see UK media being like, saying that, you know what? Whenever Harry and Charles talk, it's Harry who makes the first move. You know, that is what abusers want so badly. For the victim of abuse to be the one to make the first move, to talk to them, to speak with them. That's what abusers want so badly to see. To see Harry and Meghan groveling. You know, to see Harry and Meghan groveling. Even yesterday, I read, you know, a comment from a troll saying that, you know, Prince Harry is the one who is showing that my family is somehow, in a way, bending the knee. He's the one who is, you know, blinking. He's the one who is fast to blink. In this feud between, you know, him and the other members of the royal family, meaning Charles. And my family, I don't believe that for a second. I don't. I do know, yes, that Harry would want to have his father back, his brother back. But also, let's explore what that means. Because also, that is never really spoken about too many times. Never. What does that really mean? What does that really mean? My family, it means the only way really that you can ever see Harry uniting with Charles, William, Kate, Camilla, the only way that happens is if Prince Harry, his marriage is destroyed. Only then. That's what it means. You know, even I read one other, you know, troll today even, saying the same thing. You know, the only way Harry can be taken back is if he's divorced, alone. You know, that's the only way. There is no other way. My family, there is no other way. There is no other way. I mean, just recently, we saw Charles and Camilla's jealousy, even towards Kate Middleton, who Charles called my beloved daughter-in-law. Even just a family so recently, whereby candles were placed right in front of Kate Middleton to obstruct the view cameras from focusing on Kate Middleton, so that Kate Middleton won't end up on the front pages the next day. Charles and Camilla have shown their jealousy towards Kate Middleton, just like they have towards Meghan Markle. So my family, clearly things haven't changed. They still are very, very jealous and envious. So my family, since that is the case, do you believe that somehow Charles will be like, Harry, you and Meghan are welcome back into the royal fold. You, Meghan, and your kids are welcome back. Let's give you a hug. It's never gonna happen that way. It's never gonna happen that way. They want Harry, and Harry alone, only him. Not Meghan or Archie or LILIBET. And that's why even when Harry writes his memoir spare, they blame it on Meghan, not really on Prince Harry. Even when Omescobi writes this memoir Endgame, who are they blaming this on? Meghan. Not even on Prince Harry. Meghan. Because my family, it's Meghan who has always been the target. It's Harry who they want back. Not Meghan or the kids. It's Harry who they want back. Harry alone. So my family, Harry reuniting with Charles or William, it means the end of his marriage. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That's what it means. That's what it means. By now, everyone here must have gotten that. That's what it means. Why is that? Because the fam have rejected Meghan Markle, have rejected Harry's biracial wife and kids. Maybe, and I say maybe, that's a big maybe, they might accept Harry's children because they are blood royals. But Meghan? No. No, they won't. They won't. Royal experts say the same thing. Trolls online say the same thing, my family. And clearly this message is straight from the top. From William, from Charles, from Kate and Camilla. They want to see Harry divorced. And alone, they want to break apart Harry's family. And diminish Harry and Meghan's star power, their light, dim their light in the process. Because Harry and Meghan together are very strong. Divided, they are not really, my family, as strong. And that's how also you destroy this pair. By destroying his marriage, you destroy also this pair. You ruin also the lives of Archie and also LILIBET. Having to live with both parents under the same roof, you ruin that for them. And that's what the fam and UK media have been working to achieve, have been trying to achieve. And that's why we speak about this every day, because this is the end goal of what they want. So my family, for Prince Harry, I don't think by now Harry doubts or even, somehow believes in his mind that Charles cares about Archie LILIBET. Maybe something has happened behind the scenes that maybe makes Harry believe he cares about Archie LILIBET Diana. My family, so far, we haven't seen Charles care even one bit about Archie, LILIBET, or even Meghan. The guy doesn't know how to love. He doesn't. And that is a fact. My family, please kindly also hear this of what Omescobi, my family, has said really. Now, my family, in Omescobi's memoir Endgame, Omescobi claims that Harry saw the eviction as his dad cutting off contact with not only himself, but his two young children, Archie and LILIBET, because he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. His actions have told you he doesn't care. His actions show he doesn't care. My family, if he cared, he would have made even just a little bit of effort to be in Archie and Lily's lives. However, what I'm being told is that Camilla's grandchildren and kids are the ones being invited to Sandringham for Christmas. So clearly, if you're asking her to choose, he has chosen already Camilla and Camilla's family. But not Harry, or Meghan, or Archie, or LILIBET, my family. He doesn't choose them. Because he doesn't care. And Meghan already got that years ago. Maybe Harry has some kind of hope. Maybe he sees something that I don't see. Maybe he can see something that we don't see. You know? And I can't blame him for that. Maybe he sees something that maybe I can't see from Charles. You know? For my family, it's high time that he fully opens his eyes. If all this is true, if he says that, don't you care about Archie LILIBET? Don't you want to see that my family? If this is true, then my family, I think it's high time that Harry also, you know, fully opens his eyes. And see that with Charles, that's not someone who's worthy of being called, you know, really a father. He was messed up himself, you know. His father was cold. His mother was distant. So also himself has become a failed parent also himself. And my family, Harry, on the other hand, has chosen to be different. A father who cares about his kids, a father who protects his kids, and I applaud him for that. My family, also to Prince Harry, he must protect his own family. My message to Prince Harry is that he must protect his own family. He must protect his own family. He must keep protecting his own family. And never allow where he comes from destroy what comes from him, Meghan, Archie, LILIBET, because that's what the farm want. And the farm is Charles, William. So they want to destroy Harry's own family. To prop themselves up, my family. Don't go seeking to reconcile with a toxic parent who clearly, by having them in your life, will end up destroying your own family. Meghan, Archie, LILIBET, don't go seek them out. That's what they want to see. You know? And when they see that, they'll know, you know what? We have Harry. He's the one who's blinking fast. He's the one who's blinking fast. He's the one who's blinking. Not us. He's the one who's blinking fast. And I feel like if that's the case, then you're playing into what they want. You know? I feel like you're playing into what they want. And for the record, my family, first of all of this that is being said, or Prince Harry is to have a meeting with Charles, or Prince Harry is to have a peace summit with Charles and William, all of this has never happened. All of what is being said, my family, what's going to happen has never really happened. Of what the farm UK media want to happen has never happened. So my family, this is just one other story in this never-ending soap opera created by the UK media. This is just a never-ending soap opera, my family. Because my family, a while back, we had Prince Harry is going to have a peace summit with Charles when he's in the UK. Did it happen? No. Did that happen? No, my family. It never happened. Now it's some news stories also coming out. They're saying it's Harry who's blinking fast. Have we seen that happening in real time? My family, no. Also, for the record, no. We haven't seen Harry blink fast because if he blinks fast, it means Charles, William hold all the cards of what they want. My family. And my family, in this case, Charles William cannot hold all the cards. They just, my family, cannot. The abusers cannot hold the cards, my family, and they should not be holding the cards. It's the victims of abuse. They're the ones that should be in control. You know? My family, clearly, the ones who want to be in control of the narrative really is the royal family. They want to control it. You know? In my family, I don't believe even for a second that, Charles, William, K. Camilla, my family, that Harry would ever get on his knees and beg them. Not after what they've done. Not after what they've done. And even more so Meghan. More so even Meghan, my family. And my family, Scobie writes that Harry asked his father, "You don't want to see your grandkids anymore?" upon hearing about the eviction. And that the heart-breaking question refers to the fact that without Frogmore to stay in, Harry and Meghan no longer have a home in the UK and would have to rely on hotels or friends if they visit the country. With Harry's ongoing, security battle in the UK courts and the couple's long-standing fear for their kids' safety, depending on friends or hotels seems to be a no-go. My family, So my family, basically, for me, I have no idea if Harry told Charles this or not. If Harry told Charles, "Don't you want to see your grandkids anymore?" I have no idea if Harry told Charles this or not. But my family, I believe that by now, Harry and Meghan must both know that Charles, William, Kay, Camilla don't care about their kids. They don't care about their kids. In my family, a couple of days ago, I did see a comment saying that somehow, Bran, the kids, Archie, LILIBET, Dana aren't yours and only they can decide. And I do agree. Only Harry and Meghan can decide about the fate and the future for their kids. I agree with that 100%. It's not for me to decide Archie or Liz's fate. It's Harry and Meghan and even their kids. It's their decision. It's their decision. Never, ever have I ever demanded that, this is how the kid should be raised. This is how the kid should not be raised. I have only voiced my opinion about what I would think is my family, the best course of action in light of what I have seen with my two eyes, with my own two eyes within my family, And clearly what I've seen is that the royal family would love to use Archie, LILIBET, Dana as scapegoats to cover for Prince William's kids. Just imagine, William becomes king. Just imagine that scenario. And let's say Archie by that time is 18 years of age. At that time, he decides, you know what? I'll go back to the institution and serve there. Let's say my family, he decides that. And that is the time also that William's kids, meaning the Spears, will be targeted. And I've seen they're targeting Louis, his last-born son. So my family, if William had a choice of who is to be, the scapegoat for the farm, do you think that someone who leaks every week how much he hates his brother would choose his own kids over his brother's kids? My family, it's a matter of just, using common sense, because the farm will always need a scapegoat. The farm will always need a scapegoat. My family, they always need a scapegoat. And for me, or even Harry and Meghan, I don't believe they'd even want their kids to be the new scapegoats for the farm or to cover for William's kids. No. No, my family, no. No. So my family, as I end this video, Prince Harry must not blink fast. He must not blink fast. He must not. That's what the farm wants. That's what the farm wants. They want him to blink fast. And the narrative out there is that Harry is the one who blinks fast. My family, I don't believe that even for a second. I don't believe that even for a second, my family. Even if Harry may say, I want my father back or brother back, he must never allow them to control him or Meghan or his kids, because my family, what they want from him, is to destroy his own family, is to ruin his own family. Just to have Charles back, have William back. My family, that's a disaster for Prince Harry. It's a disaster for him. Because that's how they want to see Prince Harry. Miserable, alone, like Margaret. Harry must never ever give them what they want. And he must never be the one to blink first. Never. Never. My family. And he must protect the family that comes from him. My family, you tell me about what we have just discussed, my family. Do you think, what Omis Kobe is saying is true? That Prince Harry asked Charles, don't you want to see your grandkids anymore? My family do believe that that is true. My family. And if it is true, as Omis Kobe has said, do you believe that by now, after everything that has happened, that Charles and Meghan don't know that the farm, William, Charles, Kate, Camilla, don't care about their kids? By now, do you think that up to this point, Harry and Meghan don't know that the farm don't care about them? In light also of what Meghan said, I know you don't care about me or Archie. So Meghan knows. And I believe if Meghan can say that even right in front of Prince Harry, then Harry also must know. So my family, I feel like this is the farm wanting for Harry to see Harry begging. To see Harry begging. And Harry must never ever give the farm the pleasure of seeing him beg. They must not. They must not. Be like Meghan. Keep your distance from your abusers. And protect your peace. Protect your family. Don't let where you come from destroy the family that comes from you. Don't allow it. Stay tuned to our next video, my family. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, LILIBET, and also Granchildren, and all of you members of the squad at home. He never wins, love wins, and stay tuned to our next video. My family, love you all and forever. Tell me your thoughts about what we have just discussed. And can you please hear your opinion, family? May God bless you all, my family, and stay tuned to our next video. Charles doesn't care about Archie or LILIBET. He doesn't care. And no one can tell me otherwise. He doesn't care. His actions have shown it. My family, it's Harry and Meghan now. We have to keep protecting the kids from those who don't mean them well. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you all and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.